fine.
Not as funny this time.
Yeah, less. Hello, everyone. We're live here from each other's homes. Episode 7, Alex Cora Center for kids who want to learn how to hit good. Last week. This is it. Last week of the regular season. Could be the last time we talk to Adam. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. He's
Um,
involved. He's heavy. He's knee deep in playoff implications. Who are you playing this week, Adam?
I'm playing Mike.
And
Yep.
Mike had a good week last week.
Yeah, you helped me out.
Mike single-handedly allowed Paul to do what he's doing, and I'm not happy with that.
My
You-
executive running the entire season forgot how to hit. So
Who was that? You did play Paul, though. That was straight up Paul. Or no, who'd you play?
that was Kyle.
Kyle, Tom Turner. Yeah,
Played.
Tom
Well,
Turner.
do you hear the tone and voice though? Dave's talking down to you mainly because he's up in the standings. I'm just talking as a cry for help. Just please let me in this year.
Are we tied?
Sick of being ninth place.
I think Mike and I are tied, or no?
Am I on mute?
No, on mute. We hear you. You're just lagging.
Okay.
You're not on mute. We're just ignoring you. All right. Let's see. Standings. Oh no, I even said right before this, let's talk about Major League Baseball. Suspense. So, let's just start with the NL East, Mike. You had okay, when I say you had a bad week, I don't mean just fantasy. And I felt the pain in your Sunday text to Tom and I. It was either Saturday or Sunday. And you and Tom were kind of going at it. And it was like, guys,
Oh, we have fun.
both New York teams struggling publicly. And Mike and Tom were having at it. It was kind of fun. I was like, guys, it's okay. You're both still in first place, basically, I had to say. It's not the end of the world yet.
I just know if I see Timmy Trumpet anywhere near Citi Field, I'm going to lose my mind.
Is he famous? Who is he?
I don't know.
He's the guy who plays that song.
Oh. So they just where is he from? Deep dive.
New York now.
Well,
Yeah. Flushing, Queens.
but we don't like him because it's been kind of a disaster since. Is that what? To me, struggling with Trump.
I mean, we flew too close to the sun.
He's from Australia.
One way that this trumpet thing was going to end.
In William Contreras' walk-up song.
Yeah, now that was already happening, right? It wasn't like they weren't being assholes.
Was it?
I thought he had it all year as his walk-up song, but Diaz made it famous.
I'm gonna need footage.
I mean, the first time I heard it was against the Mets, though. So, and people were like writing online that it was his music already.
He went yard that game too, didn't he? Like that first time I remember hearing it, I think he hit a home run dead center.
They played it when he walked up, and then the next pitch they played it as he ran around the bases.
And they played it during a rain delay or something. They're just completely trolling the Mets. It's becoming a rivalry, which is good, I guess. So yeah, okay. Mets are up 1 game on the Braves heading into tonight. And then the Phillies, though, are having a classic Philly September and are struggling. They're currently tied for the last wild card spot. But not usually a word you use with the Brewers, but the surging Brewers are the only team that could really make a noise there, right? The Giants are pretty far back, though. They just swept the Phillies, the Giants, and they beat the Dodgers last night. So the Giants have a chance, I guess, but they have to keep it rolling. They're like just at 500.
Yeah, it's really Brewer. It's only a couple teams really in the hunt there for that last wild card.
Are the Padres even still in it?
Yeah, so the Braves have the first wild card spot right now. Phillies and Padres are tied for that second and third. and then the Brewers are 2 back, and then the Giants are 7.5 back despite winning 4 straight. So I don't think the Giants can do it.
Aren't like the D-backs the next team too?
Yeah, well, they've been hot as hell, but they're
Back.
Yeah, they're playing well.
They're red hot.
but they're also under 500. Both them and the Giants are under 500, so it's not. I mean, unless the Phillies completely collapse here, which I can't stress enough. I hope it happens because it would be. I think we're approaching 20 years of. Is it 20 now? 15 or 20 of no playoffs for the Phillies.
09 was the last when they won, right?
Okay, yeah. So, quick math there. 30 years. 30 years since they've been in the playoffs. So yeah, Phillies have lost 3 straight. But I mean, I believe in them, I guess. You can't believe in the Brewers. No one does.
No.
Cardinals have pulled away. I don't think the Brewers will catch them in their division. Dodgers only up 19 on the second place Padres. But let's head to the AL East here. Yankees. The Yankee swap struggling because the Rays are also surging. 5 back. Are you there, Adam? Can you hear
They're
us?
just fun baseball. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Rays.
You not am I delayed?
Yeah, you're lagging, but you look good. You look good and
Damn
still
right.
So yeah, the Yankees are still 30 games over 500. I mean, should we really feel that bad? No.
No.
My vote is no. But
And
we got to talk about.
Dodgers also got at best at the record for most wins as well.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure their own pace. They did have to go 27-7 over their last 34, I know, to hit that.
They might. I mean, they are in a lull here, 5-5 in their last 10, but that thanks to the Mets. Am I right? But we have to talk about the AL East. That 4 teams could make the playoffs out of the AL East. Tampa Bay. So there's a lot of articles on the Athletic are saying how the Yankees could collapse and how epic it would be because they were 15 and a half up, but they're still 5 up with the month to play. I don't see it happening. So then it goes. The Blue Jays swept the Orioles in a doubleheader yesterday, and they're about tied with the Rays right now. And then the Orioles are hanging on for dear life, but they're still fight. They're like the Brewers in the NL wild card. They're just kind of they have a chance. They just have to perform. Surprising team is the Guardians. They just keep winning. And Jimenez, who has been a fantasy village bicycle, has really caught on with none other than come on, do somethings that just gets the ones. He gets the good ones.
The ones.
Minnesota only a game back of Cleveland, and then the White Sox are only 2 back. So that could be a fun. I actually looked over the weekend to see when Minnesota and Cleveland play, and we might be able to. They have like 8 more games against each other. Maybe we can get if we care that deeply about the AL Central race, maybe we can do a.
I think I'm out. I'm unavailable all 8 of those days.
No, okay. Name 3 Guardians. That's really the call. The call would start with that.
Chris Pratt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil. And Ashton Kutcher.
Wow. Bravo. All different Guardians.
Better than their team.
Yeah. The Guardian with Ashton Kutcher and Kevin Costner, right?
Maybe that's you guys were on the last week's call. You were talking about punishments. Maybe we just make Chris watch all 8 of these Indians.
Yep.
Twins
Chris,
Guardians game.
if you hear us, you're forced to watch the remaining Minnesota Twins, Cleveland Guardians. No, what? No, let's make them watch the remaining Detroit Tigers, Kansas City Royals matchups.
Battle of the unvaccinated.
That'll show them. Last one, Houston up big. They won't be caught, but Seattle is a scary team. They're winning without Jesse Winker, despite Jesse Winker. And the Angels only 28 back. So, but Seattle plays the Braves. It's a weird schedule that the Braves have to play Seattle Mariners in September, but whatevs. I think the Phillies actually end against Houston. So enjoy that one.
The Angels too. Is there any other year that Ohtani wouldn't win MVP besides this year against Aaron Judge?
Well, how good was Vlad Guerrero last year? Like he had a really good year and lost to Ohtani.
Judge is he's leading in every statistical category, I believe. And he actually, his WAR is if you combine Shohei's WAR as a pitcher and as a hitter, it's still not as much as Judge.
Good stat. All right. So no.
It's a crazy stat. Wow.
And you know how I know Aaron Judge is doing so good despite seeing it online? I played Scott last week and the guy had like 4 homers.
You know who didn't have 4 homers? Mike's offense last week.
Jeez. So Adam, I don't think you're even talking shit to Mike. You're just like pleading with him, like, please.
Yeah.
Well,
No, sorry that Mike's the butt of this joke, but it's
Well,
really
I can't make them hit. Yeah.
So yeah, wild card, like we said. I don't think Minnesota gets in, but Baltimore's 4.5 back now because of that. They need to win the next 2 against Toronto. Hear that, Patrick? Probably not. You have 4 kids. All right. To the fantasy land. Shall we go together?
not after that.
Join me. I'm done with that. All right. Let's go with standings first. Scott's Tots getting that hundo. He's gonna get his money back because there's absolutely no way anyone can catch him this week. And he's pummeling Team Courtney as we speak. That is not a domestic violence.
That was the plan all along.
I think I told the story about Keith's uncle and his son. Are you taking notes? Uncle Dave. In a fantasy football league, the dude took over his son's team and was trading players to his own team to win. And I called him out. And I was really afraid to see him at Keith's wedding. I'll tell you that.
Hasn't remembered your name since.
He didn't Tommy Pham your ass?
No, little weaves. All right, so I'm 25 back of Scott in second place. But then, okay, so here's the tie. You and Paul are tied at 28 back. So you're 3. So the problem is it's too close for me. I thought that I could jump you potentially and get that bye, but now it's scary because Paul's there and he's a scary fantasy player. So, and we know we'll hear about it if he gets that bye. Anyway, Testa, 5th. But you, Adam, a half game behind Testa, made a little jump this week because Keith's team died before it even got to home plate to hit.
My team fought. But also credit to Keith returning to form.
So although he had Bo Bichette hit 3 homers, he's not going down with a fight. Bo Bichette, 3 home runs yesterday.
One day too late.
Yeah. Although, oh, well, no, he's not. I can't even segue to Keith yet because he's still further down in the standings. Tom Turner in 7th.
Yeah, scary.
He's scary. We can blame Keith for that because of that damn trade. Although he has I noticed because I'm playing Tom Turner this week. Gonsolin, Verlander, and Cortez all on his IL, and he still has a great pitching staff, despite
DeGrom.
DeGrom taking the week off. Hell of a week to take off for Tom Turner.
Hey, he's reached his limit.
Yeah, 3 games. He did it.
He's a brave at heart.
You keep saying that. I want. Oh, Mike turned. Mike
Mike.
turned.
Hey,
Son.
son of a bitch.
But I mean, he still has Montgomery, Gossman, and Barrios both pitched quality start wins in the doubleheader yesterday against me. So I get to see them before the week's over again. Get to see them again before the week's over. Let's get our vocabulary straight. There we go.
Yeah, Adam, you just casually rolled out 3 quality starts on Labor Day. No big deal.
2 L's. But yeah, that was awesome. How about that? That was nice. Marco Gonzalez, get the hell out of town. Thanks for that.
What happened? He was
He
pitching well.
got me a quality start. Goodbye. He pitches the Braves this weekend. No chance. I'm pitching him against the Braves.
Yeah.
That's why I just dropped Cole Irvin. He's
Yeah,
pitching me.
I was hoping he'd stream tonight. Real quick though, Dave, you just mentioned Gosman and Bo Bichette. I was watching some games yesterday, and cool moment. Gosman got called for a balk in like the 3rd inning, and he was not happy, to say the least, and was like about ready to kill the second base umpire. And Bo Bichette like snuck behind the umpire and like pushed Gosman out of the way, which was a pretty cool and mature move for like a 22-year-old. Thought that was cool.
That's good. Kevin Gossman, a little fire. I never saw him angry.
Yeah.
Good for Bo. He wears his pants above his kneecaps.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
Some of them I didn't know was a thing, and then I saw some Morehead City Marlins players doing it, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
It's like peak Dragon Ball Z. I think I butchered that, but anyway.
Like the Last Samurai. Like who else wore that?
Kyle's
high socks, and you can see your knees, like through the socks. I don't think that's how baseball pants were supposed to be worn.
No, I don't know if anyone's nailed how they're supposed to be worn yet.
Manny Ramirez.
Yeah, okay. Take it back.
Sweatpants.
They're like, no, we have to cut it smaller. He's like, no.
Bigger. Baggier.
Yeah.
Just Manny being Manny. Remember he took a bathroom break through the Green Monster? That was funny.
He just also had an MP3 out there when that was a thing.
He was listening.
Yeah, he's just listening during the game.
He also caught a ball, jumped on the wall, high-fived a fan.
Came back through it.
I love that guy.
I think that was against the Indians, if I'm not wrong, and then threw the guy out, right?
Maybe. He was an old Indian.
He was an old Indian.
There's a lot of old Indians. CC
Sabathia.
An old Guardian. Can we refer to Indians in the past? Are we allowed to?
Jim Tomey is probably a guard.
Yeah, he's a guardian of something.
Yeah.
Gatekeeper, maybe.
Lute is a guardian of Jim Tomey's balls. Remember how much he talked about Jim Tomey? Is Jim Tomey an Indian or a Philly in the Hall of Fame? Do we know?
A guardian.
A guardian. Neither. Tom Turner, surging, 1.5 games behind the Waka Flocka Flamethrowers. Does Adam hold on? Do either of them get in? Because Keith is 4 back of Tom Turner, 6.5 back of you, Adam. So Keith needs a lot of help.
Well, he needs Tatis to come back.
What? He just dropped him. What's he doing? Mind games. He just picked him up and then dropped him the next day. I want someone to... Who was that? Terry Tate? Mind games.
Not your cake, Brenda.
I wish there were GIFs of Terry Tate. I've tried. Not that well, from experience, I've tried this. Can't find Terry Tate gifs.
Like super blurry.
Yeah.
They're from the old times.
Yeah. And then hanging on for dear life, acting as a spoiler. We need Tom to, not your favorite Turner, Tom Ravinsky. We need him to do some damage against Paul. He's matched up against Paul this week, and I need Tom's help.
Is
Like,
Luke playing Testa?
well,
Who's
as
Luke?
I said, that Nimmo just went yard, so that's Tom's. Hopefully, he probably sat him.
for Ozuna?
Oh God, I think he dropped Ozuna finally. So what a trade that was.
I love how you were saying you needed Tom's help, and then within 30 seconds, immediately turned on him.
I need more help, Tom.
More.
So yeah, that trade went nowhere. Well, I guess he got Array, or I don't remember his name, Ariza.
Arias?
Yes,
Trevor.
The guy who
Trevor
just
Ariza.
he's no hitter, right?
No, he's a twin hitter. He hits. I don't know what position. He's like a multiple position.
Rise.
Arias.
Yeah.
And
Arise.
I got worms. I can't think of who I have from this. Quantrill. Cal Quantrill.
Yeah, it was that boring of a trade, you know.
But now he dropped Ozuna, who I traded him, and I dropped Michael Brantley, who went on the IL basically immediately after the trade, and then they were like, he's done for the year. So great trade. And do we even talk about the other members who probably aren't listening? Patrick.
No, because he's still streaming pictures.
I saw he upload. I'm always checking recent activity. And
Ooh, Wade Miley. All right. First starts in May.
sounds like a player for loot.
Keeper.
So Patrick, Lute, Courtney. Round us out. Now let's talk about some matchups. I'm going to go straight to you guys. Right now, Adam's up 8-3-3. Are we concerned?
There's a lot of pitching to still happen.
But
How my pitching's been the last, 3 weeks, I wouldn't be too worried at him.
Mike's got some good matchups, and he only has like 5-6 guys going, and they're all very good. So I'm nervous that he'll just he'll give up like quality starts and Ks. But
my big game this week was picking up Bailey Fulter instead of to replace Cole Irvin, because I can't. Braves against lefties that's not a good formula.
No.
Is Falter on the Phillies or the Rockies?
Phillies, yeah.
Oh.
He's pitching at Marlins tomorrow.
Adam, can you describe to me your emotions when Alcantara was pitching against the Braves? Alcantara.
Well, as we already discussed, first emotion was drunk, but second emotion was that's about on par, since me and you each had 8+ ERAs at that point, and it was Friday evening. So luckily I somehow still won like almost every pitching category. But yeah, that was rough. But it's like one of those things where he's pitching against the Braves, so like, am I really upset?
It's a hard feeling. Yeah, I remember there was one last year. I think Garrett Cole was pitching against the Braves, and they were like 4 homers off him in the first inning, and I was like, I think this is okay, but also because the Braves had 3 2-run homers off of Alcantara in like 2 innings, and he was just like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'll still pitch 7 innings. I don't care.
He was like in 300 when he cuts the God.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
He just turned 27, so he's like, I'll get better at this.
Can he though? He's so good.
He's awesome.
Not as good as Sixto Sanchez, am I right, Tom Turner? So 8-3-3, still time there. It's only Tuesday. I wanted to get us on this early so we can early in the week really set the table. Right now I'm up 8-4-2 on Tom Turner. I think I need to win by at least like 3 or 4 just to give me some room if Paul mashes. Well, if Paul does what he's doing currently to Tom, I don't think any of us have a chance. It's 10-1 to 3.
Yikes.
Please, Tom.
Ozzy
Hear
Albies
me.
comes back next week.
That's so funny. Perfect timing. Wander Franco's supposed to come back next week, so that could help maybe me. Patrick versus Lute. Next. Testa versus Keith Lambert.
Not even a score.
Thanks
Can
for
you
coming
create?
out.
Here's a quote. Can you create suspense if no one cares? Dan Testa, 8-5-1 over This Is How We Adole Us. So Testa, if he holds that, he should make the playoffs, right? I think so. Because Adam, you're behind him, and if we'll see. I mean, this is close.
Every
Yeah.
year down to 1 or 2 categories on the last week for one of the spots.
It's gonna be a fun weekend there, Adam. I just want to update the group that Keith Lambert has never made the playoffs since we started this thing.
He didn't make it.
What?
I thought he made it last year. No.
I mean, I thought I said that stuff too, and then I actually looked, and he never made it. So Keith's so mad. He was doing so well early, and it's just he's so close. But someone else should sneak in and get Fernando Tatis and then keep him, or not even keep him, just hold him until like the draft. And just, I was wondering, is Tatis a good keeper, like for someone that's out of it right now? Do you go get him, keep him? It'll be right now. I think he misses the first 40 games of next year.
Do you see how the Padres teammates are already talking about him? I don't even know if he lasts the same.
Oh yeah, he's can't come back into that locker room. I don't think.
No, he's done. He's like yes right now. He might as well be.
He signed a deal for like 13 years, 370 million or something.
The Yankees. Somebody will eat that.
Just, yeah, I saw Clevenger's quotes. You know, he was pretty shitty on him.
Those are to listen to. Yeah,
he's hard to look at. I do like. Have you watched him pitch with his like rocking?
Yeah.
I like him. I think next year he's a good pick. I thought he was like resurrected this year, but he had some good games, and then lately it's been rough. But I think it's because he had Tommy John, and he's a little what's the word? Exhausted.
Fatigue. Yeah.
Yeah. Fatigue.
Trust me. Any word about injured pitchers, just ask. I know all of them. DeGrom can just give you any of them.
Tariq Skubal just got hurt too. I saw you dropped him, right?
Oh yeah, that was like a month ago. He was done for the year.
You had somebody else came back. The Tigers called up that first baseman Torkelson, who you had early. Is he another one like next year? Hopefully, right? Like he pans out.
I thought that this year. So
He should be good. Yeah, they think like I thought they'd be better than like Javi Baez hitting 200. Just
Yeah,
awful.
they kind of let everyone down. I think people were hoping
For Correa. All right. We'll take Javi Baez.
Yeah. Well, Correa's on the Twins now. Do you think he stays? He has like an opt out every year in a 3-year contract or something. It's like, no, I totally like you guys, but I'm gonna have a decision to make every year. Yeah, that does it. Any we did, yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be an interesting weekend here. A lot of even when people make the playoffs, the field We don't know who's going to get that bye now. It's close there. It's just close everywhere. Does
Wait.
Scott get beaten? Is the real question. So he's going to have a bye, which means he only has to play 2 weeks to win or 3 weeks to win.
Isn't the championship 2 weeks now, or is it still a week?
No, it's still just a week.
Yeah,
Playoff
really-
bracket.
We'd really be running up against the end of the season if we did 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
I think I actually looked into that. So he only has to win round 2 and round 3 as the championship. So he would have to win 2. Right now, he has the bye and I have the bye. Mike, you would be playing Testa. And Adam, you would be playing Paul.
Oh God damn it!
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose this week just so I don't have to get into that matchup.
Well, should Paul unseat me, I'd play you.
I'm not ready for this.
Adam's like trying to win and lose at the same time now somehow.
Now I'm having that battle. I'm just playing the Braves in my own mind.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be we'll just have a rematch of this week in another week probably.
Yeah.
Just being me and Adam again.
It could be. I mean, it's
Testa.
tough. It's tough because if you win, Adam might not make the playoffs, but that would get you that third spot or maybe a bye. Who knows? It's just so many.
Yeah, you're just really breezing over that. You just maybe don't even worry about getting a bye. Like 30's fun, but you're in.
This is cool though. Has this ever happened where it's been like down to the wire, like the playoff picture's not been set in stone, or pretty much like it's not been ever this like nothing's sure except Scott?
Last year,
It was like maybe the 5 and 6. There was a little bit of like urgency around the last 2 spots.
I think so. Yeah, I think Paul was number 2 last year. He got the second seed.
But like you were like Scott was a long shot, then Paul, then I think 3 and 4 were still like tiers ahead of 5 and 6.
I'm offended. I was the 1 seed.
Well, you lost.
Scott didn't make the playoffs last year.
Oh, that's right. He won his first year.
Yeah,
No.
he won the Roto.
You won last year, yeah.
So that's interesting too. We've had, I think, the last 2 or 3 years, not including Scott's Roto year, people that have won the regular season have won the championship. So I think it was Luke did it.
2019.
Yeah,
He won the league. He won the outright.
I think so.
Yeah, I lost to him in the championship.
Yep. It's a touchy subject, touchy.
Well, Mike's always
championship, and I've lost to Tom in the championship.
and Mike's always like the 2, 3 seed. Like he's just always good.
Island killer.
Oh, I'm just flatulence now.
Just silent but deadly. Anything else for the good of the cause?
Albert Pujols 695.
Yeah.
1 away from A-Rod, right?
Also, Judge totally gonna crush Mantle's record.
Maris.
Merrill, yeah.
Merrill Kelly.
Merrill Kelly, as I heard.
I thought you meant Merle. High school.
Who?
Merle, the redhead. Anyway,
Jerry Marcandani.
4 words.
What was his brother's name?
Sal. Sal.
Yeah.
Slap Swami.
Samson. So okay. Pujols 95, Judge 54. He seems to homer every night. Austin Riley hit 5 in a row. I think that was against you, Mike. That was awful for you.
Yep.
Just to really keep hammering that week last week.
Powering through, boys.
Yeah. Anything else? No.
New TV show on Apple TV. Resurgence.
No, is it good?
That's all I'm gonna give you. But yeah, it's good. Also, House of Dragon, pretty good.
I haven't watched it yet.
I don't blame anyone who never embarks on Buck of Thrones, but also pretty good.
Is it good?
Pretty good.
Okay. Mike, I
Yeah, the Mike Tyson show on Hulu. Mike,
Oh yeah,
pretty good.
probably way better than
Then the what?
the Captain. I haven't watched the
oh,
Captain.
I haven't watched that.
Oh, Tim Donaghy. Kyle was telling me I watched that, the Tim Donaghy documentary. No, that was pretty good. Easy watch. Like an hour.
Yeah, that's
Is
probably
he
very.
is he worth watching?
Yeah, because I was young enough where I didn't know all of it. So it would be more like memorable for you guys because you lived a lot more of that. But yeah, very much thick.
I'm still watching the Once Upon a Time in Queens, the Mets documentary, 30 for 30. I've now watched 3 out of 4. I have one more to go. Had no idea Gary Carter was that good at baseball. I knew he
Maybe
was good.
just take a break on like the Mets documentaries for a little bit.
I like them. I tend to like them. It's just funny.
You're good.
We know.
There's a lot of fun Braves documentaries out there.
There's not many, is there?
Full one from last year.
Just watch highlights of last year. That's really.
They just scored on Alvarez lose to left field.
Watch your knees.
Just watch the video of Chipper Jones picking the guy up on the ATV in the snow.
The guy, Freddie
Yeah.
Freeman. I am okay. So, Mike, I got something to tell you. I listened to the Silver Sun pickups.
Yeah.
No.
Be gentle.
What?
Be gentle.
So, I think their music is better than his voice. It took me a lot to get to his voice. Like I actually like the girl.
Big voice guy. Yeah.
Big voice guy. But the music was like tight.
Yeah, the music is very good.
They were like a good professional band, but something about the voice. I did like the girl. I didn't realize it was like, oh, featuring a girl, but then like she came in other songs. I was like, she must be in the band.
Yeah, that Stay Down. That's probably my favorite one. That's like that's with both of them, and they're just kind of back and forth.
Well, I'm gonna go at it again, but I wanted you to know you don't have to declare war on my household because I did listen.
That was a joke.
But
it's good for both of us that you listened.
I do have to tell. So Tom asked me to listen to a band called Soccer Mommy.
They're not great.
She was okay, but it's so depressing, right? Like, is she okay? It sounds good in a certain mood, right? I happen to be breaking down boxes in the driveway at 8:30 at night.
That's a mood for Soccer Mommy.
But it was okay, but I kept waiting for like another like different sound, but she didn't give it to me. She sounded pretty depressed, like to cry for help. Somebody listen to Soccer Mommy. What else? I'm in season 4 of Ozark. I like it a lot now.
Awesome.
It looks like Bateman and Linny are working together, which is kind of what I wanted, even though they're evil. But you want them working together, not fighting. Jonah, wild card. But we just saw the one where Marty is proud of him because he said, I'm working with Ruth now. I'm laundering her money. And he was like, he's 14. He's laundering money. And Laura Linney's like, do not be proud of him right now. But it's getting interesting. FBI agent just went on the Narcos plane, and somehow she's okay leaving her newborn 8-day-old baby with Marty Bird. So that's an interesting turn. But yeah, it's good. I'm gonna be okay when it's over, but it's good. I like it. And okay, well, last thing, What We Do in the Shadows. That first episode was so funny. I couldn't stop giggling. But the second episode was so dry. It didn't hit again. I needed more Guillermo.
What's this on?
It's on Hulu.
I got to get on that.
Jer, the guy who created it is Jermaine.
It's like, yeah, and it's I mean they're 20 minutes, so they're over quick.
Yeah, it is, and I remember like I want it to be as good as that first episode, so I just got to keep watching.
Yeah.
Jermaine Clement.
Yeah, anything with
I'm the mother flipping.
Yeah,
anything with Colin Robinson. That's like the energy vampire.
he's so funny, and then he actually flashes his like weird eyes at the camera after it. I don't know if you know, Adam. It's just a documentary style of a vampire family. It's so good. The premise is fun.
I love it.
That movie's on Hulu as well, I think. That's with Taika Waititi and Jermaine, like those guys, Jermaine Clement.
Okay.
You guys know each of you, so Tom might appreciate this if he likes Tim Robinson so much. Shane Gillis, do you guys know this guy?
I'm aware of him. I haven't like watched any of his stuff, but I know of him.
It's pretty out there. Like at this point, it kind of needs to be. But he's like a YouTube dude. So if like Mike, you know Tim Robinson, so it's kind of up that alley. Dave hate it, but it's really funny. Some good stuff. His stand-up's pretty good too. But I think he's getting the show. But I'll have to check out this Jermaine Clement show.
Yeah. And Adam, have you watched The Rehearsal?
Is that the one you told me about? Or the Rehearsal is the new one on HBO, right?
Yeah, that's the Nathan Fielder from Nathan For You.
Okay, no, I haven't watched it yet. Check that out.
That's all over. A lot of good reviews online of The Rehearsal. Even Jay sent to watch it.
Awkward television. That's the one for you.
Are you taking notes?
I'm writing this down, definitely. But also, Dave, you alluded to it while we're updating. You said it might be the last time you talk to me. I'm going to see Wu-Tang Thursday night in Camden, so this might be the last time you see me.
Could be.
Otherwise, that'll be fun.
Dangerous than losing Jay Camden before OAR.
Yeah.
I'd imagine those Wu-Tang and OAR crowds are pretty similar.
Definitely. Totally. So you may not even see the end of the playoff run if you get caught up in Wu-Tang Clan.
Well, it was nice to make it, at least as of Thursday night. Don't let me down, Mike.
I gotcha.
I think Vogelbach is gaining weight. He's on the on-deck circle. He needs a new uniform. Size up.
He's cultivating mass.
He just ate Conforto. They didn't know what else to do with him, so he just ate him.
How about that? Where the fuck is Michael Conforto?
He'll be on TSA for the World Baseball Classic.
There we go. That should be a that fantasy team name. Where is Michael Conforto?
Where in the world is Michael Conforto?
Yeah. Or like a Where's Waldo with baseball players, and you just never find Conforto.
That's hilarious.
All right. Well, shall we sign off?
Good luck, everybody.
Send me money for Survivor if you haven't.
Yes.
Got it.
One love. Stop recording.